Hello there, Eva. Alright, so good work here. Well done for getting that first essay in. Let's go. Fun games help improve way better the ability and creative thinking of children and reading. Great topic sentence. That's a really good topic sentence. But way better is spoken English, almost like slang, colloquial. So what could we say? Fun games considerably help improve the ability and creative thinking of children than reading. Okay, considerably. So we want to improve and introduce the comparison. So let's see. Fun games consistently help improve the ability and creative thinking of children over reading. Or we rephrase this and say more than reading. Okay, so you might want to review the use of comparison with than. I strongly, not totally, I strongly agree with this statement because it enhances the strategy and planning and cognitive level of a child. Good. So they will discuss views using examples from psychologists, from psychology and sports to demonstrate points. Very good. Or from a psychologist. Sorry, I missed that. That's fine. Good work. Playing with outdoor or indoor events playing at outdoor or indoor events helps boys and girls practice their critical thinking and sorting out matters. Good. This is because they interact with other playmates in a competitive environment. Fantastic. In this way, their analysis of the situation encourages them to do things independently. Very good work, this. For example, according to the psychological theory of Erik Erikson, play is a central stage in the life of toddlers and school-aged children because it gives them an opportunity to explore their interpersonal skills in initiating activities. Therefore, it is clear that children who associate themselves with recreational activities yield a sense of judgment in any circumstance. Right. Very good work. One issue, though, here. I want to just do a word count. Let's see. 257. Okay, I thought it was going to be well over. Good work. Very good work. So very strong and very eloquently argued. So good work there, and it's on task response and a very strong argument as well. Very excellent. Just worried. Tell me how long you take writing this essay because if it's let's see, because it's really good, and I want to know if you spent 40 minutes doing it or if you spent an hour doing it, or possibly longer. Another point is sports can broaden the intellectual capability of youth. It's good. That is to say, the objective and purpose of a game bestows additional knowledge on them, or bestows additional knowledge, full stop. That would be fine. Through the instructions, rules, and the sequence of the sports, children learn the unfamiliar nature of it, of this world perhaps, and can be an expert in the long run. Good. For instance, Asian school-aged students are able to adapt to various online terms from their Western playmates through Warcraft. Okay. As a result, young people have the chance to learn different languages through the benefit of playing. Okay, so I'm not totally convinced with this example, or this argument, okay? Are we talking about language? Are we talking about advantages of online games? And we haven't mentioned reading at all in this paragraph, okay? So be careful. In fact, we haven't mentioned reading in this one either. So task response. Okay, we have to make it clear that what we're saying is that computer games are better for kids than reading, okay? If that's the position we want to take, which I guess we do. So be careful here. This is a real good example of task response. We need to stay focused. So, in conclusion, recreational events are better in boosting the planning tactics and level of thinking of youth than reading. Okay, not bad. And we could end with a predictive sentence in the future. Say, it is predicted in the future electronic games will become mainstream and possibly eventually replace reading, or something like that. Okay, but we just get that tense in and help us boost our score. So good start, Eva. Fantastic start. Let's move on to the next one. In recent years, interactions with the immediate families, the immediate members of the family, have been declining. I strongly agree with this statement because the internet encourages people to talk online rather than in real life, and the emergence of gadgets impedes the family relationship. Good vocabulary. The impact of social networks has disintegrated the intimacy of children with their parents. Okay, let's hedge the sentence, okay? So have a look at the video about hedging in your course and say, the impact of social networks has possibly disintegrated the intimacy of children with their parents. This is because websites have caught the attention and interest of young people instead of spending valuable time with their mother and father. Okay, good. But here it's not very consistent. What's the subject? It seems as though this is the main subject, the websites. So how could we improve this? So this is because websites have caught the attention and interest of young people, comma. This is let's see. So if we say attention and interest of young people who could have been spending valuable time with their mother and father, okay? Because otherwise it sounds as though we're talking about the websites could be spending time with their mother and father, which doesn't make sense, okay? So just check that for consistency and for clarity. Furthermore, boys and girls are not expressing their concerns and feelings anymore with their significant others because they are logging in for long hours with their computer. Okay, because they are logging extensive hours with their computer. Because we can't have really long hours, because an hour is only 60 minutes. We're going to say extensive hours. That's more precise. Recent studies have shown that 60% of Filipino teenagers are using Facebook up to 12 hours on a daily basis, or up to 12 hours a day. Full stop. Therefore, it is obvious that young adults are utilizing much of their time with Instagram or WhatsApp, taking for granted their kinship at home. Very good vocabulary. Excellent argument here. And we're on topic, so that's fantastic. The breakthrough of gadgets such as iPads or PlayStations, capital P, capital S, one word, has stopped people going out and enjoying themselves. So once again, has been accused of, or has possibly stopped, okay? This is to say outdoor activities such as picnicking, or such as the picnic, is one way that each family member can get together and talk things out. If this gathering is not being practiced every time, okay, if this gathering fails to occur, people or family members might possibly become estranged with one another. Okay, that would be the better way to say that. For instance, in Singapore, it is rare to see a family group in the back due to the addiction of young Singaporeans with video games. Good. For this reason, children have lost their interest to involve themselves with family outings because of uncontrolled usage of electronic devices. Okay, that's much stronger if we word it like that. In conclusion, the connection within family circles has deteriorated due to the popularity of the internet and advanced devices. Okay, solid argument. Test response were really on target there. Coherent arguments, but we do need to improve some of their sentences just to make them sound a little bit more academic. Like we don't say that is to say. Okay, we could just start with outdoor activities such as picnics, hiking, and walking, and then instead of using words on these, where we don't get many points, we can introduce some topic-specific vocabulary, even a list, yeah? Such as picnic, comma, hiking, and skiing, are one way that each family can spend quality time together. Okay, instead of talk things out, quality time sounds a little bit better. So, tell me how long you're spending on your task 2 essays, because I'm curious. And what I want you to do now is implement all the corrections you've heard, send me back your corrected essay, write 2 new essays, and then check those essays for opportunities to improve and correct the mistakes, okay? Also check for mistakes that you made in these essays. Alright, Eva? So you're doing really well. Let's keep on improving.